Okay, this vlog is basically on information. I've been like scanning all over YouTube trying to find out information about what we need to know when we get there. And there's a lot of pages out there that provide a lot of information. This vlog is basically questions that I ask former CPs that inform me on things I should know. So this vlog is, I think, 3 million things you should know before you go to bed.
No, you don't know what it's like. Welcome to my life.
This is for Walt Disney World people. I don't know much about Disneyland. This is for Walt Disney World people. I don't know much about Disneyland. If you want to extend into the spring term, basically all you have to do is keep a clean slate. Clean your room. So you do have monthly room inspections. That's gonna be like another number. Um, Basically clean your room, make sure that you don't get any write-ups or reprimands or anything on your record as being a bad CP or not trustworthy. If you come up to December, January, and you're good to go, they'll be actually either you can ask to be extended or they'll ask you if you want to become seasonal. Seasonal is you basically have to complete 40 hours for the year to receive all the perks that we got as CPs during the fall advantage or the regular fall term. So basically, you go seasonal and you complete 40 hours whenever. It doesn't have to be one weekend. You can complete an hour whenever you go up there or whatever. As long as you complete 40 hours within a year, you'll be seasonal and you'll get the free admission into the parks, bring 3 people in, and all that good stuff that comes with being a CP. Bring a car if you have one. Um, Definitely need a car. Not you don't really need one, but it's highly recommended that you get one or you have one or you bring one up there just to get around whenever you want to. It's called public transportation. So if you take the bus, you'll be on someone else's clock, so you have to wake up an hour earlier than you really want to. So if you have like a morning shift, you have to wake up extra hour earlier on top of the earliness that you have to already wake up and get to the bus stop in order to catch the bus on time. So if you have your own car, you basically get up when you know you have enough time to get to work on time plus the traffic. So it's kind of a good and bad thing to have a car or not. Also, like when you want to go somewhere, you don't have to wait for the bus to take you to Walmart, Publix, Dollar Store, wherever. You basically hop in your car and you go. Also, you get a lot of friends, all those who are interested in making lifelong friends. You kind of inherit friends once you claim that you have a car. Or room inspection, apartment inspection. It happens every month. They come around and they have like a checkoff sheet as to what needs to be in their mind clean and what needs to be taken care of. So all that is taken care of. At the same time, that's probably a good time to let them know any maintenance problems that's going on, like if there's no hot water or whatever. That's a good time to show them. Um, if you do fail, you get charged 25 the first time, the next time 50, and it keeps going up. So it's not 25 every time you fail. It keeps going up. This is not my words. This is someone else's who was also a former CP in spring 2011. Um, yeah, you basically get checked. If you pass, you pass. If you fail, you get a reprimand and you also get charged. And it gets taken out of your check, so you can't say, okay, here's 25, or charge the person that failed, who was a dirty person in the room. Everyone gets charged, no matter who's clean and who's dirty. You can ask or request to be moved if you're the only clean person in your apartment and be requested to be moved to another apartment. So this comes in handy when you're looking for your roommates now. Make sure that person is actually clean. You kind of know that the only thing that they supply for you is a bed I believe. But there they only supply dishes, free internet, shower, bath, beds, and sheets. No, you're in charge of sheets. So you probably want to bring rugs and towels and all that good stuff as if you're moving into your own apartment. They supply nothing else. I think they give you dishes, pans, knives, and stuff like that, but everything else is kind of up to you to bring. So keep that in mind. You probably want to bring a lot of cleaning supplies, seeing how you're going to be cleaning your classes. You can take classes or you don't have to. This is for Walt Disney World, not Disneyland. I think Disneyland you're required to take classes. For Walt Disney World, some of the internship classes you can also transfer into school credit. Depends on your school. If your school presents, if Disney presents at your school, then you're more likely to be able to transfer your credits. If not, then you probably want to ask before you take credit. Um, some of the classes have perks. You get to take tours around the center, around the park, and some other stuff like you get to meet one-on-one with managers and major people in the company. When you arrive, I believe the next day you go to traditions. Just tradition. Tradition? Tradition. When you go to tradition, that is when they'll observe you and look over you for the Disney look. If you do not meet the Disney look, you'll have a couple of hours or I think another day to fix yourself up for the Disney look. That's when I look for hair, piercing, tattoos, and I think you present your shoes to work for your outfit, I believe. I'm not completely sure, but I know tradition is when they look over you for the Disney look. So, guys with the long hair, you might want to cut it before you get to Disney World because you don't want some random person cutting your hair for you when you get there. Um, Girls, you probably want to dye your hair before you get to Disney World just so that you can meet for tradition. Watching the e-presentation a million times does not get you accepted into the program. Just wanted to let you know. But it does help with waiting. It doesn't help you get accepted.
King Promotions. Man, I go to work. True winner.